Well, hello, I'm back. It's after 11, so by the time I upload all this stuff, it'll probably be after Halloween. But this is issue 3, and I'll try to do issue 4. Issue 3 and 4 of Tomb of Dracula. Issue 3 starts with Frank Drake in London, walking all day until he gets to a bridge. He was about to jump, which reminds me of The Living Shadow, which opens up similarly with Harry Vincent about to jump, and the shadow saved him. But in this case, Taj, a silent Indian fellow who's friends with a hot blonde girl, comes to find out it's Rachel Van Helsing. He saves them, and then they band together, pretty much. And while I was reading it, she kind of reminded me, I wonder if Joss Whedon thought of Rachel Van Helsing as Buffy kind of character, except they made her into a cheerleader instead of a hot doctor who has a PhD. Pretty much. Anyways, they band together and they go back to where he left the coffin was. He still had it. And conveniently, Clifton was in the bar most of the day, drinking himself silly. The bartender, I don't even know what to call him in England, but yeah, the bartender kicked him out. And then, conveniently, Dracula shows up and made him his, pretty much his man bitch for the rest of the series, for a while anyway. So, he goes back to the coffin, and Dracula wanted something, but they didn't know what it was. Comes to find out it was gold coins in his coffin. So that's why he went all the way to England. I don't know why it got so bright in here. Anyways, so basically Dracula kills the porter who found all the gold because he dropped it. That's when Taj, Rachel, and Frank get there. They find the porter dead. Dracula's long gone. And then the police find him, or police there. So you finally meet another character, Inspector Clem, who will be throughout the series as well. Then Clifton rents a truck and takes him to outside of London to meet somebody, apparently a famous model who's way older than she should be, wants to be young again. So at the end, oh yeah, and the team takes out the porter who rises from the morgue, before I forget. And then they kill him, and Inspector Clem starts helping them for the rest of the series. And then meet Elsa, I believe. Elsa's famous model, like I was saying. She's into a cult, so she's been reading the diary of Dracula, or aka Dracula from Bram Stoker, which you'll find out later in the series what happened. But yes, so she asked him to enter of his own free will, because it's in one of the writings of Abraham Van Helsing, Rachel's grandfather, who's at this time was the last person to stake Dracula, but it will change later on. Like I said, it's a solid story, and not as good as the first two. I give it a 3. And issue 4 picks off right where Dracula enters. She basically wants him to fight him. It reminds me of an Angel episode from the first season, where an actress wanted to let him bite him. But in this one, he does bite her, and she gives him some kind of black mirror that's supposed to go anywhere in time. Like if he wanted to go back to kill Abraham Van Helsing before he staked him, or even afterwards, he could. And he turned her. She screams. Her butler finds her. And the next day, after Dracula backhands him again, he goes off to a cave in a mountain, conveniently again. I don't know why he couldn't have stayed in the castle, but anyway, a mansion actually. Middle of nowhere, too. So, I don't know why it keeps going up and down. I don't know. Weird. Anyways, so when she rises, they go off separate ways. She kind of more of an animal instinct, and she attacked a couple people, which revolted her. So the team gets there because of the butler telling them story. So they set a trap. They put I don't know why they didn't do it for both, but they did it for one. They did it to hers. They put a cross in there. Rachel stayed behind where Frank and Taj tackled Dracula. Yes. So Dracula fights them for a while. Then, out of nowhere, a flashlight with a cross on it. And I think it's the only time you ever see it. You never see it again, but both a flashlight and a Spectre clam comes with the car, with his headlights with the cross on it. So he flees to the study, while Rachel actually, and I forgot, sorry, that Clifton was gonna repair, and he gets knocked out. He's tied up. So Rachel waits for the lady again, the model. She sees that her hands are still old and still, and she was revolted by her, what happened to her. So she let Rachel shoot her right in the heart. At this time, Dracula is in the mansion. He recites something. Taj inadvertently attacks him, and then he grabs him. And at this time, Rachel gets there, tells Frank they gotta stop him, because she told him that even though he goes through, you have to find another locked mirror somewhere else, because he would go into a demon world where nobody would get out alive, apparently. But this is Dracula, folks, so you know you can get out alive. So they get there. He's already pulled Taj through the portal, and that's where it ends. Actually, it's better than the third one, but not as good as the first two. But so I'm gonna give it a 3.5. This part, the stories will pick up better and better. Some are better than others, like I said, but still overall good starting point for the series. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm gonna upload them as fast as I can, but you know by now it's gonna be after midnight. So this is Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd. I still have so many more to go. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.